Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in our Let's Play series. And on last episode we finished this perimeter here, adding the Tetriter, but guess what? I forgot to do one simple thing, actually show you guys the perimeter. I mean, I did show, but can you guys actually see it on YouTube? No, because it's too dark. Yeah, I have been doing YouTube for 3.5 years and still didn't learn it. So, first of all, why do I still build this stuff with black stone and dark blocks? But whatever, let's just see with night vision here. Yeah, I guess now you can see a little bit better. Actually, I'm gonna turn the particles off here because these beacon particles make it harder to see. Yeah, now we can have a better look at how the perimeter looks. Let me fly around a little bit. Now we can even see inside the farm here. You can see now that I actually use the black carpet on the floor. Yeah, so it's looking pretty cool. Especially this head here is very cool. Haha, because it's ice. It's cool. And I'm about to get shot. Ah, I'm flying. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Anyways, let's see what other progress I have done in the world this week. Okay, we are here at Spawn to talk about lore. Yeah, for those who don't know, my world kinda has a lore. It's very simple. When we completed the netherite beacon, it released the energy from all four elements that embedded the mobs. So that's why, for example, the Tetriter that we were just there had all the four elements actually. And we also have the Vexplosion here that's embedded with fire. And we have some other mobs in other builds I did, but there is 6 builds that were dedicated to people that had a lot of channel points on strings. This one is for Moose. The Tetriter we just saw is for Tetra. And if we look at the beacon here, so we can mark this one done. We have 4 more, one for Suchi, one for Maddie, one for Satan, and one for Jamie. And the only one I didn't start yet is Maddie's lore build. That will be a mountain biome in this here. That is already a mountain biome, but I needed to do custom mountains, better looking mountains, I guess. And yeah, this one is not started yet. It will take a while because it's a big building project. It's probably gonna stay in the about 800 blocks or long, and it's gonna be about 200 wide. So it's a really big building project. Okay, so this here is a 400 by 400 perimeter, or will be one day. And this is James Lore, and the reason why we are mining a 400 by 400 perimeter in a dripstone cave biome down there, it's because we want to build a drone farm. And yeah, that's what we were doing in the Down SMP, and we actually in the Down SMP finished the mining the stone part, and we were starting the deep slate part, and the server closed, so I decided to continue the project here, or restart the project here. And these past 2 weeks, I have spent some time here, as you can see, and I removed all the trees that were here and mined everything to layer 63, the sea level. So I guess next step is get a bunch of sponges and remove this water and keep mining, throwing stuff at this trench that goes directly to the storage so I don't have to place the shulkers while mining. This actually helped a lot when I was mining these layers already. I did have to use the shulkers because we only have one filter for dirt and one filter for grass. So it was overflowing a little bit the storage. But we have 12 filters for cobblestone, which is what most of this perimeter is. So it shouldn't overflow too much when we are mining the other layers. And actually, right next to this perimeter, This is, by the way, about 700 blocks west from spawn and 1000 blocks south. So it's very close to spawn. And right next to this is an area that I leveled to level 68 and marked with these pillars with stripped wood. And this area will be Sulch's Lore, that will be a pyramid with some other stuff. And this is probably the next one we're gonna finish. Because even though it's a big scale, it's a very simple build style and not too much detail. There will be a little bit of headstone involved, but it's gonna be like a more a futuristic build, so it's a style that's easier to build, at least for me. So this is probably the next one we're gonna finish. And the last one, as we can see here in the lore book, is Satan's lore, that is the vault, that I already showed a little bit in other episodes. So let's go there because I do have some progress to show there. Oh, and by the way, you can see I dismantled a village here, but don't worry, the villagers are very safe in the vault. Okay, we are here at Satan's vault, and I decided to show the entrance again because it has been a while since I showed this on video. So you press this, get an end crystal, throw it at the portal, and it turns on. Let's go inside the portal here. And yeah, this is the starter room that I have showed already in a few episodes. But the progress I have to show is in the backstages here. So yeah, this is where I brought those villagers there. Two of those villagers, or three of those, I took to the iron farm we built at spawn a few episodes ago. And the other ones we're gonna use here because there is a vault type that you need to trade stuff with the villagers to complete the vault. And there is a skill here called Hunter that in Vault Hunters it shows you objectives, like it glows. And here what we're gonna do is we're gonna transform some of those villagers into witches, and we're gonna shoot the witches with dispensers with spectral arrows to glow them and show where there is some hair loot or some chests that are open. So yeah, that's why we needed the villagers here. And I have been doing some runes here. Let's try to talk about these runes. Uh, First, the geode runes, I waterlogged them. So yeah, this will be what we're gonna use as the mining stuff, because in Vault Hunters you can mine a bunch of different ores. But in vanilla it would be hard to make mining ores, because then I would have to refill the ores all the time. But the amethyst uh, refills itself, and there is another smaller geode here. Same thing, a waterlogged room. I might add some more decoration, maybe some coral or something. But yeah, mostly it's just that. This room here is for the boss vault. We're gonna have a boss vault that you can fight a wither. And this is where you spawn the wither. And it should be fine. There is a small chance the wither randomly shoots a skull that breaks obsidian. Uh, but it's a very small chance. And if you don't hit the wither too often, I think it's 1 second delay, it won't try to break blocks. So this should be fine, and it's also actually a double layer of obsidian, crying obsidian and obsidian. So in case the wither breaks something, there is still a chance to not escape. So yeah, this will be the room where we fight the wither. Another room I did, this one is inspired by a room in Vault Hunters that's called the Puzzle Room. So every time we start a vault, there will be a headstone signal that goes through all the vault to start some systems. And what this system does, when it starts, first it will give you a short pulse here, a 2 tick pulse just to tick the torches. that will unpower this hopper here to return the item to this dropper, and at the same time will power, will, let me try to fly here, will power both droppers here to drop an item inside this shulker. And the items we have is 6 types of wool, 6 colors of wool. And the goal for this room is to collect all 6 types of wool and drop them into these carpets in the center. And if you do it, we will lit up all these lamps and we'll drop a bunch of loot here. So yeah, as you can see, it's random this time. Let's see, do we get all of them? Let's try to complete all the wall here. Oh, I'm only missing the red one. Can I get the red one? No, I didn't got all the wall colors this time. So yeah, as you can see, when you throw items here, it lights up the lamp. But because we didn't lit up all the lamps, we don't get any items. But if you do lit up all the lamps, it will trigger the system there to activate 3 droppers here that will drop a bunch of loot. Yeah, because that's the idea of this room in Vault Hunters. And it will be the same thing here, that you'll not always be guaranteed to complete the room, but if you do, you get a good amount of loot. So yeah, this is a room inspired by a real Vault Hunter room. And I also did this door here because I have this idea of some rooms will not be open ever single run. Just because I don't want to, for example, you find that this room is a good room that you always get a lot of loot and you always come here. I want you to go to different rooms in every run. And another room I'm still doing, I didn't finish yet. Let me actually drink a potion here so we can see better. By the way, during the game you will have a night vision potion, so it doesn't matter too much. These lights here is just to spawn proof. But yeah, this is a room inspired in an ancient city. It's not a room that you'll find in Vault Hunters because Vault Hunters is in 1.18. It's not even in the ancient city update, right? And also, usually Vault Hunter rooms are a little bit extra thematic. You know, some rooms are thematic with the game, like there is a village room and stuff like that, but not necessarily. And yeah, as you can see, I didn't even finish the walls and the ceiling here. But I already added some stuff here. For example, if you go over this, yeah, there is a dragon head on top of a note block here, just to jump scare you. I guess it's not gonna jump scare you anymore because I already told you. And then there is this compass here. And one of the types of the vaults will be to get 4 of this compass. And you will go around the vault. And every time you drop a compass, you will get a honey comb. And then you get 4 of them to craft a honey block to complete the vault. So yeah, if we follow the compass here, it will turn here. So we drop it here and we get, imagine this was a honeycomb block. Yeah, so that's another type of vault that we're gonna have. And another headstone thing I did is this. This is to refill some loot chests. So here, where you can see we have this space here is where we're gonna place a shulker with loot. I'm just gonna put some dummy items here to just to simulate here to show how this works. So these droppers here are pointing to the barrels we saw on the inside. And what happens is when we start the game, it will turn on this light here. And it will turn on this line here, not light, this line. And what we'll do is we'll power that piston that will power that starting the loot system, and it will also power this hopper here to lock it, because it's the hopper that is below the barrel. And yeah, we want to unlock the hopper when the game is over, when this line turns off, so we recycle the loot. Otherwise, if you run 5 vaults and never come to this barrel, and in the 60 vault you come here, this barrel would have too many items, right? We want to not happen that. So you will see when I place this torch here, this will activate there and start a system here. That this is how it works. It drops an item on this hopper, and the comparator reads, and if it's a non-stackable item, the shears in this case, it will give a signal strength that will reach this observer that powers that block, and then there is 2 repeaters pointing back to the dropper, so it will drop another item until it drops the non-stackable item. So the signal strength just gets here and doesn't affect the observer again, which means it will stop looping. And every time this does reach the signal strength there, it activates the dropper. So in this case, it activated 4 times. So we should have 4 items in the barrel. And in this one is pretty much the same system here. And yeah, this here is just an item elevator to recycle the items back to a shulker that would be here. And this one looks like activated only once. Okay, it was a unlucky one. I guess we got the unstackable item first try. Believe me, this was a very bad roll. I just recorded this same segment twice, and the first time I recorded it, we got I think it was 14 items in one and 20 in the other one, something ridiculous. But yeah, this is a very bad roll. 4 and 1. It's a 4. Yeah, it's a bad roll. Let's actually roll again, just so I show you when the vault is off or when the vault is over, this will turn off. And as you can see, the elevator brings the items back. In this case, it didn't bring it back here because we need a shulker here. But when the shulker is here, it will get back to the dropper. In the other one, because we have a dropper here, it should have it dropped inside the back in here. So yeah, let's try again, see if we get a better roll this time. Okay. Okay, let's power this and see. Oh, okay. Apparently we got 4 again. Yeah, it's very random. Oh my god. Every time you're recording. Okay, this one we got 2. It's different. Oh my god, it's so bad. Let's try to do this again. Why? Every time I try to do an example, it's... yeah. Whenever you are recording, this happens, right? Let's try again. Okay, looks like it was more than 4 this time. Okay, way more than 4, apparently. Oh, there we go. We got the non-stackable item. Yeah, see, we got like 17, I think. And in this one, how much we got? Looks like 9. See, this one was a much better roll, which is a good thing. We want to have good rolls and bad rolls, right? We want the loot to be very random. So yeah, so far that's all the progress I did here, and this room is even not finished yet. And yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of empty space, which means a lot of work to do. Have you ever heard the phrase "chew more than you can bite," or "bite more than you can"? You know what I mean, right? Yeah, this is yeah, classical case. That's mostly because there is a lot of stuff here that's too detailed and too off my comfort zone. The building part, the headstone part is very fun to do, But yeah, the building part, it's very out of the comfort zone. And we also will have to move a lot of mobs. I want to have a warden in the ancient city room there. I already said about the villagers and witches. And there is a bunch of other mobs we need to move here. So this project, I really want to try to finish it before this year, before the end of the year, so I can show this in the world tour finished. But yeah, I don't know if it will be possible. We will try. But speaking of world tour, I don't know why, but recently my old world tour got in the YouTube algorithm somehow, and a lot of new people subscribed to the channel, and we got to 1,000 subscribers. And remember when I said I bite more than I can chew? So yeah, for celebrating 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna mine a 1,000 by 1,000 nether perimeter that will be ready in 2026, late 2026. So don't, uh, so yeah, don't ask me where is the perimeter until 2026. Okay, I have all that time to answer that. But yeah, jokes aside, thank you everyone for the following, welcoming all the new people. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff we do here: big projects and yeah, stalling, I guess, mining, I guess. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope I see you guys in the next video, where hopefully we have more progress in the vault here and maybe in some other projects. Bye!